Imagine this. It's a peaceful Sunday morning in Grand Blanc Township, Michigan, just outside Flint, where families, children, and elders have gathered at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for what should have been a routine worship service. Hundreds of congregants, from tiny 6-year-olds to frail 78-year-olds, are inside the meeting house, a place of sanctuary that stood since 1981, holding about 100 people, but on this day hosting the Grand Blanc Ward with around 150 regular attendees. But in a split second of pure terror, everything shatters, literally, as a 2008 GMC Sierra pickup truck, decked out with American flags fluttering like mocking banners, and loaded with homemade explosive devices crafted from fireworks and smoke canisters, comes barreling at full speed straight through the brick wall at the front of the chapel. The crash is deafening, bricks flying everywhere, the truck's Iraq War veteran license plate a chilling irony as it plows into the heart of this holy space. Out steps the driver, 40-year-old Thomas Jacob Sanford, a former Marine sergeant from nearby Burton, Michigan, clad in camouflage pants like he's on a battlefield, not in the house of God. He's armed to the teeth with a semi-automatic rifle, and without a moment's hesitation, he unleashes hell-opening fire on the stunned worshippers trapped inside. Screams echo through the halls as bullets rip through the air, striking innocent people in the pews. 2 are killed instantly by gunfire, their bodies crumpling in pools of blood amid the chaos. Children cry out in terror. Parents desperately shield their loved ones, but Sanford isn't done. He douses the place with an accelerant, likely gasoline, and sets the entire building ablaze. Flames roar to life, engulfing the structure in an inferno that causes parts of the roof to collapse, trapping more victims inside as smoke chokes the air and fire consumes everything in its path. The first 911 call comes in at exactly 10:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time, a frantic plea for help amid the gunfire and crackling flames. Police and a Michigan Department of Natural Resources officer arrive in under 30 seconds, miraculously fast. But those seconds feel like an eternity for those inside. They confront Sanford in the parking lot behind the church, where a fierce shootout erupts. Bullets fly, and by 10:33 a.m., just 8 minutes after the nightmare began, Sanford is gunned down by officers, his body left sprawled in the lot. But the damage is done. 4 churchgoers are dead. 2 from the bullets, 2 more found later in the charred ruins, likely suffocated or burned alive in the blaze. 8 others are wounded, 5 riddled with gunshot wounds, 3 gasping from smoke inhalation, their ages spanning from a helpless child of 6 to a 78-year-old elder. 1 victim clings to life in critical condition, while others are rushed to hospitals, their bodies and spirits scarred forever. Among the fallen is 77-year-old Navy veteran John Bond, a man who served his country only to meet this senseless end in his place of peace. As the fire is contained by afternoon, heroes emerge from the ashes. Striking nurses from nearby Henry Ford Genesis Hospital rush to the scene, aiding first responders despite their own labor dispute. Medical residents who are church members themselves become absolute heroes, dragging people from the flames, treating friends and family on the spot amid the trauma. The community reels schools like Grand Blanc, Atherton, and Goodrich shut down the next day, a reunification site set up as families search for loved ones. Governor Gretchen Whitmer pleads for calm, warning against speculation that could fan more flames. Even Sanford's father, Tom, speaks out in devastation, apologizing to victims, families. "We're not the only ones going through this. We are beside ourselves." But the horror doesn't end with Sunday's carnage. The very next day, September 29th, as investigators comb the smoldering ruins and barricades seal off McCandlish Road, now narrowed to just 100 yards, a new shockwave hits. A 21-year-old man from Flint, whose name hasn't been released, revs up his red Buick Reatta and smashes right through the police barriers surrounding the gutted church. Officers spot a long gun, brazenly sitting in the front seat as they swarm the vehicle, arresting him on the spot and searching for clues. Is this a copycat? A connection to Sanford? Authorities are digging deep, but the timing is bone-chilling, coming just hours after the attack, amid bomb threats rippling through the area and a nation already numb from 324 mass shootings this year alone. The scene draws even more surreal figures, like Dan Beasley wheeling a 10-foot, 65-pound wooden cross to the site, a symbol of faith amid the rubble, as mourners like Joanne Green and others huddle in grief.